guys, before I get into the workout aspect of this video, I'm going to be talking to you through my mirror. So as you can see, I'm standing up straight. Now, if you don't know what hip dips are, it is the indentation right here in your hips. So you can see it's not going, my curves aren't going out like this and then back in. Rather, it's going out and then it kind of like comes in and then comes back out. So that is exactly what hip dips are. Now, I'm not doing my usual Instagram pose when I'm like 1 foot up, turned to the side, and then you can actually see like the curve of the glutes. Or I'm not facing like this, where you can see my glute muscles. You know, that perfect, you know, cheeky picture, bum picture. Rather, I'm standing up straight. So you can see my hip dips and you can see that I have them as well, and they are natural, and it's not something that you should be worried about or be, you know, insecure about. I want you ladies to understand something, that the appearance of your hip dips relies solely on your bone structure. Now, some women are born with more distance right here, so their hip dips are more appearance, and some are less appearance. But you can absolutely build the muscles around your hips to diminish the appearance of the hip dips. As a fitness trainer, I do a lot of glute workout, a lot of booty workouts. So that is what I'm going to be showing you ladies today. So with that being said, let me not talk too much and bore you guys. Let's get into the workout. Alright babes, so the first exercise is the sumo squat. You're going to stand with your feet wide and make sure that your toes are pointing out. Bend your knees slightly and lower your hips deeply so that your thighs are parallel to the ground. So you're just going to be rising back up and going down slowly and controlled, how I'm doing, and slightly squeeze your glutes at the top so that you can get the best out of this movement. So this exercise is not just targeting your glutes, but it also targets the outside of your hips. And I want you girls to do as many squats as you can in 1 minute, or do about 10 to 15 reps. If you're working out from home, I'm going to start with a medium strength resistance band. So this exercise is called a fire hydrant. You're going to get down on all fours. The muscle targeted in this exercise is your gluteus medius. This is the muscles around your hips. So as you already know, make sure that your movements are slow and controlled, and give me about 10 to 15 reps of this exercise. So my next gym exercise is on the hip abductor machine. So I'm just going to start off keeping my weights light and do about 20 to 25 reps. And then I'm going to build my weights up as I go. You can start off as heavy as you want or as light as you want and build up your weights as you go along as well. So remember, the key is slow, controlled movements. This exercise is not just working your inner thighs, but it's also working the outside of your hips and targeting those glutes. So at home, the next exercise is the donkey kick. I'm still maintaining my resistance band. This exercise targets your glutes in a way a lot of other compound exercises cannot. So you're just kicking your legs back, slow and controlled. You have to focus on your form. Make sure that your back isn't sagging and your glutes are doing all of the work. The muscles that you're targeting in this exercise is your gluteus maximus and also your gluteus medius. So the next gym exercise is the Bulgarian split squat. This is one of the best exercises that you can do when trying to develop your quads, your hip flexors, and also your hamstrings and your back. The reason why I included this exercise is it also targets your glutes, and I'm all about proportion. So if you're gonna work on your side booty, that's your hips, you also wanna make sure that you're getting in your gluteus maximus as well, so that your entire glutes are proportionate. So this exercise requires a lot of stability, a lot of balance. If you are uncomfortable doing this exercise, or if you want to practice, you can do one of the other various variations to this movement. So give me about 10 reps of each side. So at home, the next exercise is the clamshell. So this is a leg strengthening exercise which targets your hip abductors. So you're gonna do about 10 to 15 reps on each side. So whether you're at home or at the gym, you can also do this next exercise. I'm using my pull-up band in light. It's a light resistance band, and I'm just doing 15 reps of single leg glute bridges. So the next gym exercise is the sumo squat. I'm using a Smith machine because my gym only had the Smith machine, but you're free to use a free bar as well. So with a sumo squat, just like the sumo deadlift that you did at the beginning of the video, your legs are wide and your toes are pointing out, and you're just going down parallel to the ground. Sumo squats are very good because they're not just working your legs, but they also work the outer parts of your glutes. So that targets not just your gluteus maximus, but also your gluteus medius and your gluteus minimus. The next home exercise is the static bridge abduction. So it's static because I'm not thrusting my hips up and down. Rather, I'm keeping them off the ground as much as possible, and I'm only abducting my legs. So as you can see, my movements are just going in and out, and I'm keeping my pelvis off the floor as much as possible. So this is another variation of the same exercise. If you find it difficult to keep your pelvis off the ground for a longer period of time, you can do it while seated. Just repeat the same movement of abducting your legs in and out. Also, I wanted to point out, if you feel like the resistance band that you're using is too strong or too heavy and it's making the exercise difficult, then choose a lighter resistance and finish up your workout. So I'm swapping out my medium resistance band for a lighter one so that I have more access and more freedom to kick my legs up as far as I want. So this next exercise can be done at home or at the gym. This is a side hip abduction. So it's kind of the same thing as the clam, but it's different because this time your legs aren't shut together, but one leg is extended while the other one is inverted. So you're going to do this exercise for 15 reps each side. So the final exercise of the day are lateral lunge squats. So I'm holding a 15-pound dumbbell. And so basically what you're doing is just shifting your legs from one side to the other and then squatting in between. This exercise is working not just your quads and your hamstrings, but it's also working your side glutes, which is working your side booty. That is your gluteus medius, that is your hips. So good job, ladies. We have come to the end of this video. I really hope that you found this video helpful, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below for what you'd like to see next, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you.